Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Midweek already, man. It's still friggin' hot here in Portugal, like an absolute oven. But it's going to be like that for the next 4 months, so I'm not going to keep mentioning it every video. Right, today we got Cool Band back on the channel. These are our newest band that we kind of gone on board with. A new band in general, three-piece band, doing it all themselves, doing extra elements than just what would be in a three-piece band as well. Love to see it, but also doing the producing, the mixing, the mastering all themselves and doing a very nice job of it. And on a type of music as well, alt rock, alt metal, where there's certain elements of the mix that are very important to nail, particularly the vocal with a clean lead vocal. And I mentioned in the last video that they did that very, very nicely. And if they hadn't have got that right, it would have just messed up the whole thing. So very good job. Nice box to tick. This is Bleeding Sun. They've got a long one for us today at 4 minutes 40. So we'll get straight into it with an official vid. This one's called Karma. Let's give it a spin. Yeah. Nice chunk on those guitars.
Sun don't shine on the soul of mine, so I bide my time until I'm home.
Nice. Hear that bass? There's lots of different mixing effects and tricks and tips going on in this as well. It's not just your standard kind of mix. The sliding bass. Drops into these choruses nicely. Yeah. Dope. Nice riff to this chorus. Let's say there's some nice extra stuff in this mix, adding effects to the vocals, pushing stuff back, giving it a certain kind of EQ to make it kind of be a build up to the next section and things like that. There's lots of mixing going on in this track rather than just balancing out the instruments and things like that. I can hear all of it going on. Very, very nice. I think these guys are absolutely dope. And after listening to that track, it's absolutely confirmed me today, these guys are absolutely nailing what they're doing as well. 3-piece band, remember, doing it all themselves, all the production and the mixing themselves, and they sound proper. Love it. These guys are doing what I love about modern music. A 3-piece band making music that's got at least 4 or 5 layers in it and would take more people than it would take than they've got in the band to actually make. Recording it themselves, mixing it themselves, all in-house, not having to rely on other people, pay out the wazoo for studio time and this, that, the other. They're doing it themselves. They're a self-contained unit like a one-man band is in the same way. And I absolutely love that these guys have produced and are putting out music that sounds as good and are nailing the alt metal sound as good as any other band out there who have been through all the studios, who have had all the money and the backing and the promotion and God knows what behind them. These guys are nailing it just as good as those guys as well. Absolutely love to see it. And particularly within the mix, they're doing a great job. I forget who was doing the mix in the band. Brett, I think it is. Yeah, Brett. He knows what he's doing. He put a video out for the last track of him doing the mixing, running through his mix. I watched it as well. It was a good video. What I noticed is he does stick to a lot of the kind of pre-thought out rules and tropes for mixing and certain tips and tricks that I personally have moved away from because I didn't want to sound like all the other bands that do that. But when I was watching the video, I thought, yeah, fair play to him. I wouldn't personally do that because I want to sound different. But for this kind of music, and I said at the start of the video, it's got very specific boxes you need to tick to nail the sound in this kind of music. And one of them, the biggest one, I would say, is the vocal. And they do that so well in this. It's a lead vocal. It's warm, it's wide, it's reverby, it's layered, it sounds thick, it sits in the music in the right way. It's a lead vocal, but it's not too far above all the music that it pushes everything back. The guitars are nice and up there. The drums are punchy and loud. You can hear the bass the whole frigging time, all the time. And again, I think Brett does that as well. And he's a sick bassist. He's doing runs and scales and all stuff, sliding up and down the neck, breaking away from the guitars, not just being a root note bassist. Sick. These guys are next level in a whole bunch of ways, and there's just 3 of them getting this job done. Absolutely love it. And I think the one guy as well, Gabriel, he's only a youngster. I love to see it that these guys have got together and are managing to produce all of this with a video and everything else themselves, and keep it in-house and not have to, kind of not use other people, but be involved with other people to get the job done. These are a 3-piece, self-contained unit that do everything themselves, and I absolutely love it. And they're doing such a sick job of it as well. That was a real high-quality track. Nailed the things that they needed to within the mix to make this sound proper, professional, and expensive. They did it very, very nicely. Love it that this band's got straight on board with this channel. Hopefully they'll keep sending over their music whenever they put something new out. I'm pretty sure they will, but I'll be looking forward to it because this track today, the second that chunky guitar come in and it just hit hard, so yes. These guys know what they're doing. You can just tell straight away when a mix is nice. Excuse me. The second the sound hits your ears, you just know. And I knew instantly with this one that it sounded great and it didn't let me down all the way through. Nice solo section in there as well. As I said, there's so many nice things about this band. I'm forgetting what I even wanted to say. So there you go. That's how nice they are. Hope you're having a good day today, guys. That's it for today. We'll see you around for tomorrow for some more cool bands. We've got dope bands coming up tomorrow, so stick around, hit the subscribe and all that jazz. We'll see you then. Cheers. Bye.